So the saga of Menzgold Company Limited did not just start today. Now, as far back as 2014, what was known as MenzBank started having problems with regulators. Now, coming to 2017, for what was known as MenzBank now became Menzgold Company Limited. In 2018, the Security and Exchange Commission took steps to halt the operations of Menzgold Company Limited and warned the general public not to engage in any businesses with Menzgold Company Limited. Now, in 2019, January, there was an arrest warrant issued for NAM1. Now, this brought to light that NAM1 had been arrested in Dubai after a business gone bad with his partners over some deals. Now, in April same year, that is April 2019, there was some damage awarded in favor of NAM1. That was 39 million US dollars. Now, later, NAM1 came to Ghana, that is in July, when he was arrested and put before the courts. Now, he was granted a bail to the tune of 1 billion Ghana cedis with 5 sureties, 3 of which were supposed to be justified. Now, his lawyer subsequently sought a variation of the bail terms. Now, that was granted by the courts. Coming down to August, that is today, NAM1 sat right here, one of these chairs, in this auditorium at MJ Grand Hotel here in Accra to address the press, customers and Ghanaians in general over the fallout of the Menzgold Company Limited issues. Now let's look and take a hearing to what NAM1 has been saying.
Just Gold Company Limited with frivolous claims of the Just Gold Limited having associations with our company, which is very false. The subsequent action by the Economic and Organized Crime Office, EOCO, to freeze Menzgold and my personal asset further hardened the resolve of some of our debtors who thought Menzgold was a thing of the past. Following my graceful acquittal and discharge in the Dubai Superior Court, the need arose for me to return to Ghana immediately on the call of the Interpol Red Notice to answer criminal charges on the same customer's debt portfolio before the Ghanaian court, the very reason why I went to Dubai in the first place. A call that restrained me from laying claims to the funds I went to the UAE to recoup. All companies worldwide have liabilities in its books, and so do Menzgold. Business, in summary, is all about owing and being owed. We at Menzgold are committed and do express our willingness to service our debt portfolios to our customers and business associates as soon as we can, with a given opportunity. We respectfully pray the Ghanaian authorities to cooperate with us to achieve the following. Number 1, to assist us make full recovery of the amount owed Menzgold by Horizon Royal Diamond in Dubai. As an act of good faith, we are willing to engage the Attorney General's office on the best possible way for them to aid Menzgold by employing international law and diplomatic relations to ensure we achieve this objective. 2, to unfreeze our companies and my personal bank account and assets for us to utilize these as vehicles to get productive in order to meet our liabilities, owed to our customers and some business associates in our bid to resolve our liabilities immediately. As of now, Real Marketing Consult, Menzgold and I cannot credit or debit any bank account in Ghana. This is why it is highly imperative to consider this kind request. As I believe government shares in our resolve and will do all that which is needful in our quest to satisfy the populace, who are our customers. 3, to clearly give direction as to which government agent or agency has jurisdiction to regulate the activity of gold collectible or jewelry trade in Ghana.
Right, so what you are seeing currently is a meeting that is being held by some of the leaders of the aggrieved customers of Menzgold Company Limited who attended today's press conference to hear what Nana Appiah Mensah has to say. It appears deliberations are ongoing as to what the next move of the customers is going to be. So I am in the auditorium where Nana Appiah Mensah, CEO of Menzgold Company Limited, has been addressing the press. customers and Ghanaians in general. Now, he's put 3 requests before the government. 1, Nana Mensah wants government to, through diplomacy, help him retrieve the $39 million locked up in Dubai. He also is asking the government to unfreeze his personal and company assets and properties. And he also wants to know which state agency is in charge of regulating his business. Now, I have some of the customers here who really want to know when Nana Mensah and Menzgold is going to pay their monies. So I've been joined here by one customer who has been very, very active in trying to find closure to this whole saga. You're welcome to City Newsroom.
Thank you.
Right, so Nana Mensah has been addressing the press and also talking to customers. How satisfied are you with what he has been saying?
Whatever he said, well, it sounds convincing, and I mean, it makes sense. I mean, if his accounts have been frozen and he can't get monies awarded to him from Dubai to get into the country, then there's the need for government to speed out collaboration with him. So that's very important. We also embrace that. Of course, customers, over the period, we've exercised patience with our demonstrations and all that. And we expect that government will speed out collaboration with Nana Pia to get his accounts and unfrozen, to get monies in so that they can collaborate in forming the committee to get our monies paid to us. Right
now, looking at the kind of charges that have been preferred against him, i.e. operating with a bank without a license and also defrauding by false pretense, do you see that this is something that is really going to happen anytime soon, or you see that government is actually going to support somebody like this, to retrieve his monies from Dubai?
I see, we customers, in our bid to get our money, we kept suggesting to government that government need to form a committee so that they try and suspend the criminal aspect of all the charges, so that we try and have an arbitration where customers will be factored in. And then some of these things that he raised about unfreezing his accounts, where there's a committee, committee will oversee this. It will not be handed over to him as a person alone to handle everything. It will be a committee that customers will be involved, government officials will be involved to finding the lasting solution to this problem.
Now, a collaboration between the Savannah and Upper East Police Commands have arrested 2 suspects in connection with the death of 2 at Lukula on Saturday. The 2, Abdul Rauf and Amidu Fusaini, fled to Sandema in the Upper East region following the killing of Alidu Yakubu 37 and Amadou Yakubu 40 during a clash over the construction of a mosque in the area. The public relations officer for the Northern Regional Police Command, Yusuf Tanko, tells City News the suspect would be brought to Damango as part of investigations.
Hi. Is it? Okay. So I can't speak to anybody here? But are you guys working? You can't speak to that. All right, thank you. Just know that we're just trying to gather information to that. All right, sure. Thanks, man. Thank you. Now, in 2018, the 1st of August, the Bank of Ghana revoked the license of Unibank now and consolidated it with other banks to form the Consolidated Bank Ghana. Now, a year on, it has revoked the license of a related company, that's UniCredit. Now, this company started off in 1995 as Cantamanto Savings and Loans, and in 2006 was acquired by the Hoda Group. Now, this company has been operating, but the Bank of Ghana essentially realized that it had some issues. One of the key issues was that it was overexposed to a sister company, that's Uni Securities, and because of that, essentially it was unable to make payments, to some of its customers due to its overexposure. Now, for this particular company, it was some of the issues that led to the revocation of its license the following. Now, the institutions adjusted net worth of negative 221.32 million Ghana cedis as at the end of May 2019 indicates that its paid up capital is impaired in violation of Section 28 subsection 1 of Act 930. Now, also, the institution has been breaching the statutory cash reserve ratio requirement since April 2018. Another one of the issues that led to its revocation is the revocation of its license is the fact that the institution has a high percentage of non-performing loans. So still on the city newsroom, we are trying to go to these particular locations. Now, earlier on, we saw some customers walk in, read the notices on the doors over there. Now, we went in trying to speak to some of the workers because there are workers in there. But then when we inquired, the gentleman essentially told us that he cannot answer as to whether or not they are working or not. So we are still on the ground trying to ascertain the situation at all the 16 or some of the 16 savings and loans companies that have had their licenses revoked by the Bank of Ghana. City News has been visiting other affected savings and loans companies in other parts of Accra. We have more in the following report.